What would you say to somebody that is kind of at the beginning of the journey in their career right now, trying to figure it out?
Mel, honestly, what I would say is that everything you want is on the other side of what you're working towards. You just gotta be working. It's all there. Everything you want is there. It's just gotta find you working. And that's it. You can't think your way into what you want. You can't wish it. You can't hope for it. You gotta do. And that's where this perfectionist trap is poisonous for us, because if you
Mm.
think that you have to do it perfectly, or it has to come in some spectacular way, or this thing that you want to do has to be really big, it doesn't. It's like, just start, just do something, and know that if you have forward momentum, if you are moving in the correct direction of travel, you will get there, but you have to be moving.
And what about if you don't know if you're in the right direction? Like I'm
Then you just go. Because I never knew. I never knew. And the fact is, sometimes I wasn't going in the right direction. But at least I was going somewhere, because what happens is you pick up all this information along the way if you're smart. And when you make mistakes, again, it comes back to that idea of like, how am I speaking to myself? Because if you treat yourself like a good friend, imagine that your friend messes up, right? She messes up. You don't go, you absolute silly cow. You go, darling, let's talk about this. What happened? I love you anyway. Let's go through it. Where were the mistakes? How are we going to do things differently next time? That's what you have to do for yourself. So know that that is inevitable. And, I've kind of trained myself around this rule of thirds that I have in my head. And that has really, really, really helped me to
What is the
understand.
rule of thirds?
So the rule of thirds is something that I remember hearing this when I was a bit younger, and it's like I almost live by it. So if you are doing something difficult, if you're chasing a dream, if you are on the road to whatever it is, you are going to be happy about a third of the time. And the other third of the time, you are going to be like, life is kind of all right. And the final third of the time, you're going to feel terrible, Mel.
It sounds like a marriage.
You're gonna, basically, it can be applied to marriage too. But the point is that we shouldn't feel good all the time, right? It's just part of how we're conditioned right now to imagine that like life is this like, Instagram reel of wonderfulness. And that ain't the truth. So if you can learn to accept, do you know what? On those really bad days when you feel really crappy, you're like, that's okay. In fact, I'm exactly where I need to be, because I'm going to have those days, and I'm going to have some of the middling days, and then I'm going to have these